Hi, welcome to Detailing World. In today's video we're going to be looking at a few Tenzi products. Hi, welcome back to Detailing World. If this is your first time here, my name's Matt, and as I say, today we're going to be looking at a few products from Tenzi, and we're going to be looking at the consumer range and a couple of products from the pro detailing line. Now, Tenzi currently operate in about 30 countries in Europe, but as I say, they are new into the UK. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen a few weeks ago on Instagram Live, I did a bit of an unboxing and they sent a bunch of stuff over. So I've got the Quartz Shampoo and the Coarse Spray. They are aimed at the consumer level. They then also send something called Prix or Pri. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. It's a Polish brand. That's the wheel cleaner. It contains fallout, as I said, it's bleeding wheel cleaner. They also kindly sent not one but 3 ceramic coatings. So we have Q10, Q7 and GX for glass. They've also sent us over a cockpit care product and a product called RLS and SLS. Now these are ceramic quartz reloaders. This one, the RLS, is a spray reloader. SLS comes in a cream format. I'm not sure we're going to be looking at these today, and these look like something used further down the line, so keep an eye out for future videos on these and post on our Instagram account. Finally, product wise, they've also sent a leather cleaner, a leather conditioner, and something called a leather wash and care, which is a maintenance one. So you'd use the leather cleaner, I believe, as a sort of deep clean, first time in a long time kind of product. And then for maintenance, use a wash and care, which cleans it and adds a little bit of protection as well. And last but not least, they sent a few accessories. So a split applicator pad, a German applicator pad, a microfiber drying towel, a lamb's wool wash mitt, and quite some nice brushes. So we've got a Tenzi leather brush there, and these big boys here, these are absolutely massive. That is about 1 foot long. This one is the 29mm brush. We have a, I think, 21mm brush there and a 15mm, and one thing I do like about these is the little embossing of the logo there. So yeah, we'll dive right into the detail and then we'll come back in and we'll speak about what I think of these. Okay then, so that's card treated with the Pri or Prix wheel cleaner. We then gave it a wash with the Quartz Shampoo, and then finally sprayed a coat of Quartz Spray across the cart as well. So first of all, we'll just go through these before we go into the ceramic. The Pri wheel cleaner, that reacts quite quickly. It seems to do the job quite well actually. I'm not a huge fan of these products where it says, you know, spray, leave it, and then rinse off. I think some agitation is required. I've left this without, you know, not agitating it, and it's done a decent enough job. I mean, there wasn't a lot on there. There's a bit of brake dust on the front, as you can see from all that purple. And again, fallout, remove it in a wheel cleaner. I'm not sure if it's required. Now, going on to the pricing for this, the Pri wheel cleaner is £7.91 for a 700ml bottle. I've gone through half, maybe a third of the bottle, so that's going to be sort of like nearly £4, maybe £3 per wash using that. So that should really just be once every now and again when you really need to give the wheels a deep clean. So next we went on to the Quartz Shampoo, and probably one of the first things you'll notice is it doesn't foam up, there's no bubbles at all. Now I did speak to the guys at Tenzi this morning before starting this, and they did sort of pre-warn me it's not a foaming shampoo, and that's because of the quartz, or the liquid glass as they said, that's in there, it prevents it from foaming and bubbling. Now the instructions on this say you can use 50 to 100 ml per 5 litres of water. I use 15 litres, I put in 200 ml of product, so I kind of went in the halfway mark. At 50 ml that would have been 150 ml total. If it was 100 to 5 it would have been 300 ml in total. So I went around about halfway and used 200 ml of product. And what I did there, as you see me filling up, I put 14.5 litres into the bucket, measure them out, and then I tested the pressure washer this morning. 5-second blast gives me 500 ml of water through the pressure washer. So I dipped that in to try and get some suds, but they eventually disappear. So whilst using it, I'll be honest, I was kind of thinking, how do I make this a positive of the video? And for that aspect I can't. However, when you then rinse it off, you can see the beading and the sheeting that comes from it straight away. So it's adding, it's like a wash and wax. It's basically a wash and ceramic sort of, that's a thing. So yeah, it was kind of, it does clean. You've got to trust it's cleaning. It feels so wrong using it with no suds, but the benefit is it's topping up with some ceramic on this, so it really does bead up well. It was nice and easy to rinse off and then dry afterwards. So yeah, if you can get past the lack of suds and just look at the little bit of protection it's laying down, then it's a win. And then finally we went onto the Quartz Spray and applied that all over the car. Again, that gives some good sheeting. Tried it on the front driver's side, you know, testing some runoff, and yeah, it seems okay. So we'll test the durability on that. So what we're going to do now, I'm not going to be doing the glass coating today. I'm going to be doing that in another video, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to go ahead and use the Q7 and the Q10. I'm just going to apply these on the front wings each. The problem with doing all these reviews, I can't really cover the entire car in a ceramic because I may have other ceramics to do, waxes and all of that jazz. So I'll do the Q7 on the front passenger side and the Q10 on the front driver's side. I'll explain the difference between the two shortly. For now I've got the car in the garage. I'm just going to do a little bit of machine work on both front wings, make sure they're prepped well, as well as they can be, and then yeah, we'll get some of this put down. Okay then, so there we have it. I've just gave both front wings a quick polish just to touch up a few marks it's picked up over the past few months. And then the passenger side has the Q10 coating on there, and the driver's side has the Q7. So as I said, there are differences between these. Q7 crystal ceramic quartz paint protection, Q10 flexi ceramic quartz paint protection. As I said, I've spoken to the guys at Tenzi, I've got an email from them as well. Q7 is a pure nano based coating. It is like a lot of other coatings out there, so you put that on, you let it cure, and you're good to go. The cure time on this is just 8 hours, which seems pretty damn good, to be fair. The last one I used was a 24-hour cure time, so that means if you're in the trade, you're doing this day in, day out, and you want to offer this service, you can kind of shorten the customer's wait time by a little bit, because obviously you can let this cure overnight. You can obviously layer this up. It recommends 3 layers. I'm going to get another coat on this tonight. I'm just going to pull it further back into the garage, get another coat on this tonight, and it says 3 hours between layers, and then like I said, leave it 8 hours after the last layer. Now the Q10, I was wondering why have they got 2? The Q10 is a flexi self-healing ceramic apparently. Again, very much the same, 3 layers recommended, 3 hours between each layer, 8 hour cure time after the last layer. So basically the same kind of time scales as that. Now, what the guys have said with this is you can add this on top of this. So you would put the Q7 down first to get you the really hard, nice protective coating. And then put a coat or 2 of Q10. And as I say, they're saying this is a flexible self-healing coating. I'm not quite sure how that works, but that's the reason we're doing this video. The downsides to this video is I can't really give you an answer today how well these perform. So you're going to have to make sure you subscribe to this channel and basically keep updated on this. It does say it's 12 months protection. So as I say, I've tested this on my car rather than somebody else's car, just so I can keep an eye on it. And that's almost it. We'll touch on the brushes quickly. So as I say, they have sent these brushes out. They feel very soft. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to use them today. They do feel very, very soft. The only thing I would change is the ferrule. I'd put a bit of blue tape around that. I'll probably do that later on, just because it's a metal ferrule. The drying towel, I wanted to hold more water, to be quite honest. It was okay, but I was having to wring it out probably 3 or 4 times around this car, which is quite unusual for me. So that could do with a little bit of improvement. And the wash mitt is like most Lambswool wash mitts you've used. Can't complain, it is what it is. So yeah, as I said, the shampoo is a nice shampoo. It adds a coating of protection onto the car wash washing it, so it's a bit like a wash and wax, but with a quartz feature to it. You've got the Coarse Spray, which goes on and spreads quite well. No streaking, none of that jazz where I've had problems with other products in the past. Again, we'll see what the durability is like on that one. And the pricks, however you're pronouncing that. Pricks just sounds wrong. It is what it is. That is a nice wheel cleaner. Maybe a bit of agitation, but it looks like you're only going to get a couple of uses out of a full bottle of that. So before we finish then, as I said earlier, Tenzi, they're a new company to the UK. They currently sell to 30 countries, either in Europe or across the world, and they are looking for distributors in the UK as well. So if you own a company and you sell detailing products and you would like to become a distributor of this, simply just email tenzi@gdpl.co.uk. I'll put a link in the description below, and yeah, basically get the ball rolling with those guys. You want to become a distributor with them. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed already, please do consider subscribing. You'll get all the updates on this over the coming months and year, because it's apparently a 12-month durability on this. Follow us on Instagram if you wish to keep up to date on this. That is Detailing World Official, and I'm on there as Randomly Set. As always, check out the merch store for shirts like this. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.